Hi guys, welcome back to the Tutor's Tutor, where I help you with online teaching and giving you ideas to make passive income online. This is part 6 in the series of finding your own private clients for teaching online on Shongho Shu. Today we're going to be going over how to train the algorithm so that it actually curates posts that you need to see so that you can actually get your clients. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the family and smash that bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. I do have a disclaimer. Everyone's results will vary. You have to believe in yourself and you have to have a positive mind going into this. If you have any doubts, then the chances are you're going to come out and you're going to say this is not working when really you are your product and you have to believe in yourself first. So, let's get into it. Finding private clients online, part 6 on Shongho Shu. So, how to find the students on the platform? So, the great thing about this is that you are able to train the algorithm to work for you and show you exactly what you're looking for. So, the same way YouTube uses an algorithm to suggest videos to you based off your search results, and the videos that you're currently watching or have been watching is the same way that Shangho Shu works too. So that means that you can train the algorithm to actually curate videos for you that will show you the students based on what you are going to be putting into the search bar. In the beginning, you want to make sure that you are training the algorithm as much as you possibly can, which means you're going to be searching for information and keywords as much as you can be on the application for. This will obviously mean that once the algorithm is learning what you actually want to see, it's going to start posting or showing videos on your feed that you have been searching for. So remember, if you do this slow and you don't have much time for the application, then you won't be seeing much results as opposed to somebody who has more time on their hands. So think of your audience. Again, this is another reason why niching down is so important. What would you search for if you were the student in your niche? You can go onto Google and you can also use this as a tip to help you. Go onto Google, go onto the translator, Google or translate from English to Chinese the text that you want, copy it, paste it into the search bar, that way, you're thinking exactly the way the student would be. You're typing in Chinese and it's going to curate the exact videos that you're trying to look for so that you can target that client and help them so that they can actually become a client of yours, right? The next thing, as I said in previous videos, do not be spammy, guys. Please do not mass follow people just in desperation to get the algorithm to move or do certain things for you. There are some things that you want to do, and there are some things that you don't want to do. And this is one of the things that you don't want to do. You are not a robot, you are a human, and you do not want to go and mass follow and like and comment every single post that you see. Your account will only be flagged. So Shongoshu also shows the number of likes and how many people you have actually followed. If you look at the bottom there on the screen, you can see 242 likes in collections. That means the people that I have followed and the posts that I have liked. Now, if you compare to the amount of following that I have, there you see there's not much of a big difference there. So just imagine if a stranger comes to your profile and sees that you have liked and collected 10,000 posts, or the number shows 10,000, and you only have 10 people following you. That just screams to the person, run away. This person is desperate. This person is a scam. This person, they don't want to have anything to do with you. So please make sure that you're not mass following people or going and spamming their posts and accounts. You don't want to do that. However, even though this is something that you don't want to be doing, there is one benefit to liking posts and to following people. And that is again, you are training the algorithm, because now the algorithm knows what posts you like, and it knows who you're following or what type of posts you're collecting, and it's also going to show that onto your feed for you. So be very selective, be smart about this. Don't go one day and you like 10,000 accounts. Please, you don't want to be flagged. They will flag you immediately. Right now, I have a strategy, and this worked very well for me, and I hope it does for you too. Let's think ahead here. We don't want to come across as spammy, but we also want to target our client, and we also don't want to come across as robotic. And we want to make big moves the smart way. So, what you can do is you can actually think ahead and target the bigger fish here. So, instead of going to people's posts, you want to go to a company's post. You want to search for a company, preferably the big companies that they are already using and already know, which is VIP, Kid, and Palfish. There are also other companies that they do use, but I've found that these two are the most popular ones on the platform. So go and search for the companies on the platform and comment on their posts. Remember to leave relevant comments, not just "Wow, nice, great." That's not going to do anything for you. It's just going to be another post, another generic post. So if you engage and share value to a post, someone will probably reply to your post and then visit your profile and then like your stuff and then engage with you, which is exactly what you want. So you're training people what to do, you're training the algorithm on how you want it to work, and you're doing it smart, you're doing it with strategy. So this will have your comment seen by thousands of people on the post, as opposed to you going to spam people and a whole lot of teachers being on the post. If you do see a lot of teachers commenting, just try and stay away and find another post where you can add value. And oh, I just want to add here, by the way, if you are good at singing, then sorry about that, guys. That was my baby. If you are good at singing, then please consider making singing videos. They're very catchy, they have good tunes to them, and parents love that because it keeps their children engaged and active and actually wanting to sing along with the songs. So, I'm not good at singing, hence, I've never done that. But if you are, definitely try it out. The next thing that I want you to remember is that when you're posting stuff, you have the potential to go viral. You actually have the potential to produce viral content. Now, remember, the search engine uses SEO on Shanghoshu. This is search engine optimization. Now, you can go and do a Google search on this if you need more information about it so you know how it works. So, this means that you can actually get organic results to your search or to your post, sorry, based on what people are searching. Now, remember, if you're posting content and you have the correct keywords, you have long descriptions, you have a whole lot of information that is going to show and pop up when somebody searches something outside of the platform, then your video is going to show up in those feeds. So, in order to actually get your post to show, what you're going to do is you're going to be keyword heavy, and you are going to want to use the 1,000 characters in your description to the max. Don't use 10 when you have 1,000 available to you. Use that. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're always tagging a location on every single post that you make. And in the previous videos, I did tell you guys where tier one cities are. You can go and find other cities and locations. Just know who your client is and the affordability in those places as well. So, when people outside of the application search for information, your post could show up on the list. How? The same way when you are searching for something on Google and on YouTube. Something will pick up and it will show you all the relevant information. How does that work? Because the algorithm picks up keywords, it picks up the descriptions, and whatever you have written or spoken about in that video is going to show there. And this is also another reason why you want to use timestamps. You can also use timestamps in Shanghoshu. Timestamps are these little bars that you see on my video, which shows you the different subtitles in the time that we have here, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that is timestamps. It actually helps somebody to get to the point that they are looking for much faster instead of having to watch a whole video and hope that the information that they are looking for is there. right? So I use timestamps in my post so that if somebody is searching for something online and that part of my video is what is answering their question, then Google will show that to them, but it'll only show them that short segment, and then they obviously have the option to watch the whole video if they want to. That is the exact same way Shu works. So Shu is actually really working for you if you train the application or the algorithm how you want it to work. So please be keyword heavy. So, for example, if your lesson is about travel, use keywords like travel vocabulary, vocabulary for young people, vocabulary. Learn how to use vocabulary for travel, new vocabulary, new vocabulary lesson. Um, but make sure that the word vocabulary and travel are there so that they actually know what your content is about. Remember, we don't want clickbait. Don't say it's about vocabulary for travel when it's got nothing to do with that. You will be flagged, somebody will report your account, and then you just won't be able to get clients. So please, guys, follow the rules. It's quite simple. You are training the algorithm so that it can work for you. And once it works for you, things go easy peasy. Right. The next thing you also want to make use of is this wonderful thing called hashtags. Use hashtags in your posts. So, what I would suggest is going to Google again and translating English words to Chinese words. And then you're going to put it as a hashtag there. Why? Because you're thinking like your audience. You're not thinking like yourself in English. They are not thinking in English, they are thinking in Chinese. So, when you go to the platform and you're uploading a video and you're putting your hashtags, there's three methods that I use for hashtags and how to actually choose a hashtag that will work for your video. The first one is I find a hashtag with as few posts in it as possible. The same way when you post something on TikTok and on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, or on Facebook, if you use a hashtag, it shows you the amount of videos in that hashtag or how many people have used that hashtag. So for me, I make sure that one of my hashtags have the least amount of people. Why? Because that's a community on its own. That community is likely to use that hashtag again, and my post is definitely going to show up in that niche or in that hashtag. The second one is that I find a hashtag that is not too not too small but not too big as well. It's just in between there. That is also up to you what number is in between for you. And why? Again, that's a community of its own. So I might make it to the top of that list, or I'll be somewhere in between, but still somebody will come across my post. And the third one is I make sure to include a hashtag that has thousands, if not millions, of posts. Why? Because I'm moving along with that wave. It's already something that's moving. It's a train that's moving, and I'm just jumping onto it. I may not be at the top of of the train, or at the in the front of the list, but I am somewhere there and somebody will pick up your content much faster. So those are the three ways that I use hashtags in my post. And using hashtags will also train Shu to show your content to certain people in those areas. So if you hashtag Beijing, all the people in Beijing are going to actually see that. And it's going to train the algorithm so that you'll actually start seeing more people who are in Beijing posting more frequently or seeing their posts more on your feed. So use this to your advantage. Now, Shu is also the same as Instagram. They have stories. In the next video, I will go through stories with you in more detail so that you have more interaction and people don't only think you're posting on a regular basis, but they actually see that you are active on the application itself. Now, let's go to recording. Remember, when you're recording, please use the back of your camera and not the front. Why? Because the front camera forces you to look at yourself and not at the lens where you want to be interacting with the person. And also, the back camera just has a better quality than what the front camera does. So, please make a habit of the following things so that your videos actually look good. The first one is wiping your camera before using it. Make this a habit. It's simple, but make it a habit. A lot of people forget this. You know, during the day, you're holding your phone, there's smudge marks on it, there's a whole lot of things that it's going on to. You don't want a blurry video just because you forgot to wipe the camera. The second one is make sure it is recording right? So when you go onto your video, make sure that you have like maybe a 2 minute segment where you actually checking that it is recording, so that you're not just sitting there speaking your whole video through only to see at the end that it was not doing anything. Trust me, I am speaking from experience, and you don't want to make the mistake I made. The next is sit in the area that you're actually going to be recording and make a sample video. Press stop and watch your sample video, right? And make sure that you're happy with the angle, the lighting, the sound, the background, and check for anything that you don't like that you can change before making your final video. You can spend 30 seconds doing this, with the sample video. It doesn't have to be the full video. You just want to make sure that you're in position, you're centered, or however you want to be seated in the video or standing, but you want to make sure that you're looking proper and decent, right? The next one is make sure you're looking into the camera lens, guys. Please don't be looking all over the show. Make sure you are engaging with the camera lens so that it looks like you're looking at the person themselves. And last but not least, do not use a filter when recording. I have previous videos where I spoke about how to record your introduction video. That video actually goes into detail on how you should record and the software that you can use to actually edit your videos. So do check it out. When you're happy, you can always click record and record your content. I want you guys recording. Please comment below and let me know if you've recorded any of your videos and what kind of videos have you recorded. I would love to see them if you're feeling comfortable to share them with me. You can follow me on Shangho Shu. I am known as the Tutor's Tutor there, as you should know by now. And you can ask me to check out your video if you'd like that. I would be more than willing to. Now, before we go, guys, I have some handy tips here. Click pause if you want to take a break from recording. Click resume when you come back. And then click end when you are done. Why? Because you don't want 10 videos and having to go through 10 videos to find the content that you want. Have one video, and you can always cut parts of that video out to make your editing process much simpler. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will be sure to answer each and every one of you because you've taken the time out to watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell to be notified of the next video if you have not done so yet. And I do have this whole section in a series, so do watch from video 1 if you're feeling confused or lost right about here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.